So, you want to start making games?
Here's a guide. First of all, you sacrifice.
Okay, we should not reveal that. Okay, let's get serious. I myself have already made a few games and now have officially released one to the public. So, here is what I recommend for those who are beginning game development in 2026. First of all, pick a game engine. Don't make one yourself. Don't try to do it from scratch. And don't just pick the first one you see, especially if you have no prior knowledge in programming or game dev in general. For picking a game engine, here's some choices based on your needs. If you're starting out with absolutely no games made, start with Scratch or Imb. I don't care how old you are, but they are good for getting a taste of game development and to see if you actually want to fulfill this. For those who are beginners, use GDevelop, Game Maker, or Construct. GDevelop is what I used for my first released game, and it is completely free to use and export for your game, but there are still premium features if you really want. Game Maker Studio 2 is what was used to make famous games like but Game Maker costs money if you want to sell your game or export it to consoles. I have never tried Construct, partly due to the fact that it costs money. For the special ones, Rimpy is used to make visual novel games. There are others, but this is the most popular and recommended. Roblox Studio is for the somehow still alive Roblox players. For those who liked programming in Lua or want to make something like Candy Crush use. For those who are serious about game development or just want to suffer, we can move on to the big three. Coda is the most beginner-friendly out of the three and uses its own scripting language. It uses GDS script, which is kind of like Python, but also uses C#. It is best if you want to mostly do 2D games. Unreal is probably the hardest and is best for 3D games. It uses C++ and also has a visual scripting called Blueprints. Unity is the game engine for many popular titles. It can do good for both 2D and 3D. It uses C# and is not only limited to Gamedev+, it also has a large community with tutorials and guides. Now that you have a game engine, think of a project idea that is feasible within the time limit you have or want. Think of what art style you want, the mechanics, the characters, and the map. I recommend to make the gameplay first and story second so that you don't have to adapt to the story fully. Plus, it's a more realistic approach. If you are going to make the story first, don't be too attached to it, so that during the gameplay production, you can tweak the story and make it make more sense. So you now have an engine and game idea. Make a main gameplay mechanic, the most important one that will make your game a game. It can be anything, like sprinting, shooting, lighting, firing, whatever it is. For my visual novel developers, it's the character's design and personality traits. Think of those and make a prototype. No polish or sound yet, and see if it's fun and can work. Now that you officially have a game idea and is in production, here is some final tips. I recommend you join some group, friends, or server online or URL that is also focused on game development alongside you. They can help with game ideas, struggles, playtesting, marketing, and also just for a genuine bond over something. Another one is to explore videos online and play games to see others' works and be inspired for your own game. Inspired, not steal. And lastly, I recommend to create a YouTube channel where you can post devlogs on your game so you have an audience while in the production of it. It also raises potential players and supporters. So, that is all for this video. I hope you learned something from this video, and please do like and subscribe to support this channel. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.